Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Vampyr. So, last time we left off, we just got to the hospital. The good doctor here brought us. As to whether talking to him is necessary, I don't know. But we're going to explore before we do.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! Nah! It's my turn!
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
What a dick.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Moral choice. How much XP you obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more experience. Yeah, I think we're gonna play nice. I don't want to mesmerize him. I want to lead him to safety. Can we still lead him to safety?
This fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
I don't want to lead him to the shadows. I want to save this poor dummy. I'm bringing him to the doctor. Oh, doctor. Oh, doctor. Fuck. I think I don't have an option. Sorry, Clay. I'm gonna kill you, I guess. Which means I guess this is my bad playthrough. Oh, this looks familiar. Hey, Clay. Right there's where you push that other guy into the water? To embrace or release him. I want to release him.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this.
Merciful release
I will not
trophy.
take another life.
I was gonna take him to a hospital.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
Yeah, that's fine.
What happened?
You lost a lot of blood, bro.
Cat?
Yeah, from all the blood loss.
Oh, I feel giddy.
That's because I healed you. I'm a really good doctor.
Black cat?
Yeah, we've been through this. It's the blood loss. Just rest up. You'll be fine. You don't look very good. Don't worry, I'm a doctor. Who is also just, looting. Like everything. Going to the hospital when we damn well feel like a game. Not ready to enter the hospital. I'm exploring. Oh, what's this?
I cannot enter.
But it seems very hideouty. Maybe now that we, came with the doctor, it opened up a little more and we can just sort of go? Oh, you ain't looking so hot, bro. I mean, clearly there's still, locked stuff. But it seems a little more open than the previous district. Maybe that's just a first impression sort of thing. I'm definitely going to need this shit to be crafting at some point. And shillings will be buying stuff. Back across. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, man. I ain't trying to fight. Oh, come on, dude. I wasn't trying to fight. I was trying to be friendly. I wasn't even going to eat your ass. Wonder what it does when I die. I'm going to kill that guy when I get back there. Wonder if there's a punishment for death. Wonder how far back it resets me. So many curiosities. That was a silly ass death, though. Where am I? I'm back here at the hospital. Alright. We know where we're going. Get back to that bitch and kill him. Wait a minute. Nope. Don't mind me, guys. I gotta kill one of your buddies. He's a punk bitch. Going to seek revenge. Gonna seek revenge. Don't mind me while I go seek my revenge. You're pretty powerful. Ah, you dick! Hey, stop that! Oh, you heal way more than me. That's not cool. Nope, not letting you do it again. Oh, Come on. Ah, we almost had him. I think he might be a higher level than us. Maybe. Or maybe it's just because he's also a vampire. Wish I healed that much off of feeding. Maybe that's an upgrade I can get. Gotta upgrade our feeding. Either way, we're going back there again. We're killing this guy. That's my one and only goal for this stream. Kill that guy. We'll run this time.
Did you hear me?
Nope. Ain't nothing here to hear. Not fighting you guys. I got bigger fish to fry. We're prepared this time. We know that that this thing is more powerful. Where's the steak? Oh, okay. Triangle uses a steak. Come on, come on. Oh wait, no, triangle is my... Hey, no, that's not cool. I got stuck. Not cool. Not cool, game. I don't know. I should probably look at my experience bar. I might be losing experience every time I die, and I'm just like, to hell with it. I don't know. We'll see in a sec, because 1,105? I think it's staying there. So, is there no punishment? One more try. I was like, we got it this time. And then, you know.
Don't come closer.
Not coming any closer, bro. We're going this way. Chill out. This asshole. Come on. Make a jump at me. Not falling into that trap again. Play the dodge game. Come on. Run for me. No, don't block. Dick. Yeah, go in the sewage water like you deserve. Was it worth it? Ooh, a large knife. A new citizen investigation is available. Local navigation menu. You can start a new citizen by tracking up a square. Bring back his knife to the owner.
This is an impressive knife. There's a name engraved on the metal. Clay. What kind of man puts his name on a knife?
The same Clay we met before? Ah, I knew I saw something there. Well, it's a good thing we didn't kill Clay, I guess. Because now we have his knife. It's a long way back to Clay, though. Wait. I wonder if we can shortcut back to Clay. Can we open this gate from this side? No.
It's locked, all right.
Means we gotta go around. Gotta learn lock picking. I don't know if that's a thing I can do or not. Alright, we can run again. Don't mind me. Just hauling ass through the streets. Like some sort of wild yahoo. Sorry, not here to help yet, even though I'm your new doctor. Gotta get this knife back to Clay.
Black hair?
You're Clay.
What happened?
I know you're Clay. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, I know. I know that's Clay. Oh, hints. Hint, hint, hint. I know. I know who. He's right here.
Giddy.
Alright, so apparently we can't give Clay his knife just yet. Even though it's like, hey, right there. Hey, Clay. Want your knife, guy? No? Alright, fuck it. Guess we gotta find you later. Even though we have your knife and we know where you are. Alright.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our
damn
porter,
right.
Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Thanks.
I would
Sure.
like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
It's on the second floor. I told you.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Nope.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Okay, cool. Bye.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Maybe once Clay's brought to the hospital, we can give him his knife. Don't mind me looking for loot. In all the not so obvious places. Just curious. Loot, loot, loot. Do you want to talk to you? Sure. Here
Good
we go.
evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Ha! This guy. Nice. Oh, wow. I don't want to talk this much. I'll do this talking, not
I'd like
during
to
a
see
stream,
Wise
maybe.
choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Ooh, he does have a better gun. Oh, and we can sell to him? Neat. Alright. Bye, guy. Hello, nurse. Don't mind me. Just, you know, exploring my new surroundings and definitely not looting anything that's not tied down.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Hello, I'm the doctor. How are you?
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
I'll check on you again, because I'm a good doctor.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton.
Doing my
How
doctor
do you
stuff.
feel? Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
I mean, that's fair.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Yeah, Clay keeps coming up. He's not really missing now, though.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Well, that's good at least.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Disgust on every street corner.
Sure, why not?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
Guess we're talking to
Doctor.
everybody.
I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Man, that sucks.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
I'm from the future, and I can tell you that's untrue.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
I mean, I could Google that and tell you.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Wow, look, a hint. You just discovered a hint. Secret about Citizen. Oh, neat. That changes their blood quality. Well, that's cool. Not trying to do that.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned. Milton is not the chatty type.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll get back to him next. Alright,
Goodbye,
later.
Miss Hawkins.
Milton, I wasn't going to talk to you except off stream, but now I'm kind of curious. Where the hell are you? Have you seen Milton?
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office down again.
If you knew, bud. Okay, we're done with you.
Dr. Tippett.
How to find that damn ambulance driver. Yeah, fuck it. Hospital full. I just sent them to... Hey, there he is. Sent them to pick up Clay, though.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Sure am. You can force a citizen to reveal information thanks to hints. Okay.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital?
He told you. You're an ambulance
Apart from
driver.
smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Yes, I have been attacked by the locals.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
That's fair.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Alright, we're done with you for now.
Goodbye, Milton.
We'll catch up later when I have more hints and can mind control you to give me answers some more. Do not cough in public.
I wish I could be sick.
Where's this?
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Skull. So this was the garden? Surprise, bitch. Oh shit, there's more than one of you. I don't think I can fight you all. This is gonna be interesting. Ah, you back. Woo, hey. Oh, we'll take advantage of this. Uh-oh. You guys just lose interest when I cross that threshold? Yeah, you do. We're not above taking advantage of that. Sweet. Nice.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Interesting. I like the Vampo vision. I suppose we should go back. Got some more hints though. Anything else in the blood? Oh, what's over here? Wait, what was... There was a head on the compass. I think this just takes us right out that gate we kept passing early in the video. Yes, it did. I think I learned a hint about her. Let's bother her.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
It is.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
What's an invisible knife?
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
They're all very professional.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Okay.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore. does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Nope.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Onward. Oh, wait. And there's something to talk to you about, bud.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying
He's
to
probably
save
like,
lives.
stop bothering me.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Let's nose.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
That's right.
Goodbye, Milton.
Later, bro. Oh, hey, there's some...
Time has lost its effect on me.
Were you sitting there before?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Well, there were enemies in the garden.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
I already killed them. 4 of them.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil with fever.
You don't look so good. Alright, we talked to him.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Oh, we didn't look at this one.
The daily routine.
Loot? Loot? No loot. Ah, loot.
It's locked, all right.
That one wasn't locked. You Pippin?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good
yeah,
evening, Dr.
no,
Reed.
yeah, Pippin Hawkins. Where's the...
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel
I
free,
do not.
Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey,
You're the second person to
I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
That's right. Okay, yeah, different hints.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Whoop. I didn't talk to you yet.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Alright, you're a dick.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
It could be a little of column A, a little column B.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
He's probably thinking, God, I hope not. You pompous ass. I'm thinking, man, fuck you too, bud.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Oh, never mind.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Nothing. I didn't realize who I was talking to. Oh, hey, a patient. How are you, patient?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wood and nails, not flesh and bones.
Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Which doctor are you? Are you
Good evening,
Ackroyd?
Doctor.
Nope, you're new.
I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Neat.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Dude's like the head of my fan club.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
Yes.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Well, how convenient, you're right here.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself.
KK sounds good.
Hi, Leo. You could have messaged on Facebook a little easier, bud.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring
Lol, been lurking.
in a German bomb raid.
Gotcha.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words.
Bye, Mr. Fiddick. Anybody else to talk to in here? No. Ah, damn, more people to talk to. That's gonna be this whole fucking stream. Anything to loot? Nope, not a note. Alright, well, let's talk to this lady.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Okay.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Time to talk to the son. What's going on, Mortimer?
I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
You know, I feel like if the mom knew his throat was, you know, sore and shit, maybe, like, she should have done the talking instead of being like, hey, talk to my son.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Why is this option still white?
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no
And a mother knows best.
She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
That's right, Leo. Why is this option still white? That's weird. Wait, was that personal? No.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Knew that was coming. Wait, I can do a medical checkup on them? I just noticed that.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Fatigue. Treatment for fatigue. Do I have to make that to give him medicine? It won't let me. Sure, what's that? Yeah, since I don't have it.
I will see you later. I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Lame.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how to make medicine. Maybe I can... Weakness of vampires. Use of garlic and wooden stakes, fire in the sun. New practice and tactics. Interesting. I must have, like, some station I can do that at. Oh, goodies. I'll be back to treat you at some point, too, but I don't have any medicine, so just stay here with your broken arm, bud. And all the other patients who I didn't do anything to. How do I have a reflection? I'm a vampire. I call bullshit. Wait, loot? Loot. Back in. I suppose I should probably go up to my office. That was like the entire goal.
Okay, but you even having a reflection in a video game in the first place is actually extremely impressive. It is a very impressive piece of C.
Piece of C. It cut you off. Yeah, I know. Reflections. I think coding. Yeah, you told me that before, that reflections are really hard to code.
Yeah.
Swansea doesn't want me in his office. Use hacksaw. What's this? Oh. Wait, we can read their name placards? Strickland and Aykroyd share an office. That sucks, man. Well, that's my office. And not now. Not done exploring now. I'll be back, office. Don't you worry.
Bet you can make medicine in there.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, possible. The roof? Not a lot on there. Oop. What about this set of steps? Nope. Alright, so I am going to my office. Unless... Nope. Red. Let's try and bother him again.
Please come back later.
It's later.
I'm busy right now.
Don't care.
Not now.
Okay. We'll read the nameplate even though we can. Alright, to my office. Oh, hey, I can see people through the floor. This is my office. Oh, this counts as a hideout. You just found a hideout.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
What's this? Oh, hey, this is where I can craft. This is the thing that we need, but we don't have the stuff for it.
God damn, I was right.
Yeah, you are.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
If only I had some water.
So water it.
Yeah, I think there's a trophy for saving the plant, actually, if memory serves. There's like a sink right here. Why can't I just, like, get some water? Got anything to gather water on that?
The flower's dying.
It needs water. Yes, we know. Why can't you just, like, cup the water here? Or, you know, like,
Well,
pick up...
Of course there would be.
pick up this fucking cup, or, you know, that pan, or any number of things in this room. Oh, hey, what's this? Oh, it's like a refill. Alright, we'll sleep and level some skills up or some shit. Health, stamina, blood capacity, blood absorption when you use bite in combat. That's something we should increase. Life regeneration when using bite in combat. No, that's something we should... Don't know those yet. Should increase that, actually. But first... Well... Wow, that levels up a lot. Okay. Does this level up? Hell yeah, it does. Oh, because I don't have 1,000 experience. Maybe we should increase our damage, too. Or our health. So much to increase. We have the 600. Is it because we already have it? No? Maybe? I don't know. We can't get that yet. Oh, now I can unlock these. I like the thought of explosion. Oh, you're unlocked now too? You bastards. Oh, that's 1,000. Damn. I don't know what to upgrade. I got the points, so I wanna upgrade. Ta-da! That was it? We got anything for this fucking plant yet? How about this bucket? You done being busy yet, Doc? Still busy. Bitch. Oh, it wants me to analyze the blood at my workbench. You know, the workbench that I was just at. Oops. Oh, I can analyze that too. That gave me a serum? Oh, gave me the potential of serums. Oh, that. Oh, wow. Neat. Any other tabs? Just my weapons? Oh, I can upgrade the weapons. I don't even know how to use my two-handed weapon. Use stick. And then the stuff I do have. Alcohol. Watch. Oh, I can recycle. Oh. This item can be recycled. This item can be recycled. Are these all just recyclable? Ah, sure. Can I make anything yet? No. Bastards.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
We achieved a whole lot today. I walked from here to out there, realized I needed to be here, and came back. No. We're gonna go do some other stuff. I don't know what other shit we're gonna do. Wonder if Clay's here now to give him his knife. Be like, yo, bro, found your knife. I want to see what she needs to be
Good
better.
evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Yeah. She's healthy.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
Okay.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
She gonna eat somebody.
It's only funnier because you're an actual vampire and she just thinks she's a vampire.
Yeah, I know, right?
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
He shows healthy too.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
I can't do anything.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
You're healthy. So saith the analyzer.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. I feel better already. Can I go soon?
Probably not. Oh, you don't
Goodbye,
have.
Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
You just hang out here for a few more days until I figure out something for you. Crazy lady.
Lol got ratio it be the mods FPR swearing again.
I really gotta change my auto mod back. Let's analyze this guy.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
It says you're healthy too. There's no
Is
news.
there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I can't help any of these fucking people. Wait. Oh, we have to talk, nurse.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
No? This is in Life in London? You charged what's-her-name
Goodbye,
for a
Nurse
bed,
Hawkins.
and I can't confront you about it. I don't care, it's almost day. Nothing can stop me.
What a dump.
Yeah. But it's my dump. Are those guys still here? Yeah, you guys want to fight?
Lol.
Well, missed him. Oh, you're level 10. This is gonna be really bad if you smack me. Nope. Hey, cut it out. You're killing your friend. Oop. Alright, fire guy. I can block, but I can't remember how.
We have to stop it!
Ah, crap. Wow, I've been streaming for almost an hour and a half, and I have accomplished almost nothing.
Lol, we're almost at 1:30.
Yeah, I just checked that too.
Oh. Great minds think alike.
Yeah, I guess I'll go back and I'll sleep to the next day, and if there's a cutscene, we'll watch it, and if not, we'll end the stream. We've accomplished almost nothing, but we talked to a ton of
If you're
people.
enjoying yourself, I'm enjoying watching, so it's all good if you want to keep going.
I do kinda, but an hour and a half, you know, that's like the upper end of streams for us. I have nothing to upgrade. Oh, I can reset. I didn't want to do that, though. The following night. Are we going to do more than go to our workbench?
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Just gonna have to keep eating my own blood. Alright, so, yeah, we're at like almost an hour and a half. So, we'll end the stream here. But, Leo, thank you for watching in the current time. For anybody else watching now, which would be Leo, or in the future, whether you watch the whole thing, bits and pieces, skimmed around, skipped to the end, whatever the case may be, know that I always appreciate the views. I appreciate you, the viewer. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.
In the future,
Bye!
which will also be Leo.
Oh, what'd you say, Leo? If you could repeat it, because I had the thing up to close the broadcast, so I didn't see it.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh yeah. Don't forget that stuff, everybody. All right. Bye.